later announced the adjournment after she issued a subpoena issued to resident electoral commissioner. This is as the opposition People's Democratic Party is preparing towards the inauguration of the governor-elect Senator Ademola Adeleke, scheduled for next Sunday in Osogbo. Once again, I welcome you to Sunday Extra for this week, courtesy of the News and Current Affairs Department of the OSBC Radio 104.5 FM. My name is Olushayo Babasde, your regular anchor. Firstly, let's have the main gist of the entire package. Oshibajo begins 3-day state visit to Canada. G5 governors, Body Judge Duke Mimiko, others meet in Lagos over PDP crisis. Several injured as police clash with gunmen at Obiano's community. In Sunday Extra, chronicles achievements of Oyetola's administration in infrastructural development. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo today departed Abuja for Ottawa, the Canadian capital, for a 3-day state visit. A statement by the Senior Special Assistant to the Vice President on Media and Publicity, Laolu Akande, indicates that this will be the first high-level visit by a Nigerian leader to Canada since 2000, when President Olusegun Obasanjo visited the North American nation. The statement says the visit will deepen diplomatic ties between Nigeria and Canada, as Professor Shibajo will meet the Canadian Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland and other top parliamentarians and members of the Canadian government in Ottawa tomorrow. The Vice President is also expected to give a public lecture at the Queen's University in Kingston on Wednesday. Before delivering his public lecture, he will be received at the Ontario-based Carleton University, which has significant engagement and collaborations with some institutions in Nigeria, with ongoing efforts to deepen the mutual relationships around issues including research and curriculum development. While in Canada, the Vice President will also meet with the leadership of the Nigerian community, including from Nollywood and notable Canadian government officials with Nigerian origin. He will also meet with representatives of the Canadian business community and investors, especially from the creative industry and technology. Nigeria and Canada have over the years maintained cordial relationship as Canada's largest trading partner in Africa, which holds a binational commission, the only one of its kind in sub-Saharan Africa. Professor Shibajo is expected back in Nigeria later in the week. It has been reported that the Energy Week, the Transmission Company of Nigeria (TCN), sent out to 11 Electricity Distribution Company of Nigeria (TCN) dipped by 3,301.39 megawatts in 24 hours. The independent system operator of the TCN disclosed this in a document explaining that on the day under review, the GENCOs recorded 4,609.80 megawatts of peak generation and 3,988.53 megawatts of peak generation. According to the data, Delta Gas produced 433 megawatts with 8 units. Igby Steam produced 540 megawatts with 3 units. Geregu Nip Gas generated 105 megawatts with 1 unit. Geregu Nip Gas produced 135 megawatts with 1 unit. It also noted that Ihobo Gas produced 96.40 megawatts with 2 units, while Jaba Hydro generated 284 megawatts with 3 units, among others. 5 governors elected on the platform of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and some agreed party leaders are currently having a strategic meeting in Lagos. The meeting may not be unconnected to agitation for the removal of the PDP National Chairman, Senator Iyorchia Ayu. It is believed that the meeting would avail Governor Wike and his allies the opportunity to review recent developments in the party before taking its next step. Those who are also attending the meeting include Governors Samuel Ortom of Benue State, Seyi Makinde of Oyo, Ifeanyi Agwanye Enugu, and Governor Okeze Ekweazu of Abia State. Others are former Governor of Ondo State, Dr. Olusegun Mimiko, former Ekiti State Governor, Mr. Ayo Fayose, former Cross River State Governor, Mr. Donald Duke, former Plateau State Governor, Mr. Jonah Jang, and former Deputy National Chairman of the PDP, Chief Body Judge. Also present are the former Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Mr. Bello Adoke, the Deputy National Chairman of the PDP, Mr. Taufik Arapaja, Senator Nasif Suleiman, Mr. Nena Okeje, Senator Ono, and Senator Mao Ohabunwa. It should be recalled that the presidential candidate of the PDP, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, and Governor Wike have been at daggers down over removal of Ayu and the need for the South to produce the party's national chairman. The presidential candidate of People's Trust in the 2019 general election, Mr. Benga Olawepo Hashem, says any candidate or political party that wins the 2023 presidential election must express commitment to the formation of a government of national unity, GNU. According to him, the formation of the GNU becomes necessary since none of the existing political parties has the capacity to win in more than 3 geographical zones of the country. Olawepo Hashim, who is now a chieftain of the ruling All Progressives Congress, made the suggestion today in a statement in Abuja. He maintained that the GNU must be made of credible Nigerians to unite the country and lay a new foundation for peace and progress. While stating that Nigeria is technically at war on multiple fronts, Olawepo Hashim said the solution requires a patriotic and non-partisan approach to navigate its current existential crisis as it happened after the Nigeria Civil War in 1970. The Anambra State Governor, Chief Charles Soludo, has given presidential candidate of the Labour Party LP 2 weeks to clear the debts of posters and billboards or have them defaced. Report says the Anambra State Senate and Advertising Agency also threatened other candidates and parties to pay up to or face similar action. In a statement by the MD CEO of the agency, Tony Ujubono, today in Oka, government want that it will deface billboards and posters of political parties and candidates owing the agency. According to the agency, the enforcement of the order will begin on the 5th of next month. A week-long activities have been lined up for the inauguration and swearing-in ceremony of the governor-elect, Senator Ademola Adeleke. Speaking with OSBC News, the former Deputy Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Prince Diron Odeyemi, itemized activities such as interdenominational prayers, novelty march, public lecture, among others. He maintained that the Transition Committee has made adequate preparations to ensure the success of the events built to climax with the swearing-in ceremony on the 27th of this month.
Kicking off the ceremony with a press conference on Monday, where we intend to inform the world about the activities that will lead to the eventual swearing-in on Sunday. And after the press conference on Monday, we have interdenominational service at the party secretariat, whereby we invited both Christian, Muslims, and traditional people to come and pray, for peace and progress in Osun State. And on Wednesday, there is going to be a football match, novelty match, which is still, the planning is still ongoing. And on Thursday, there is going to be a symposium at Atlantis Hall, where Bishop Bayo Ladigbolu will be giving us a lecture on light in Osun. And on Friday, there is going to be a private prayer at late Governor Adeleke's residence, the former Sheruba, the first civilian governor of the state. There will be a private prayer, by the family. And on Saturday, we are expecting a lot of people, right from our presidential candidates, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, state governors, ambassadors, and we intend to welcome them to Osun, so that on Sunday morning, which is the D-Day, then we have the swearing in. And after that, we are going to give them lunch at the government house. And by Monday, the governor will resume in office. And we are kicking that with another prayer too.
The community of the immediate past Anambra State Governor Chief Willie Obiano today came under heavy shootings following government invasion. It was learned that the government stormed Aguleri in Anambra East local government area around noon and started shooting sporadically. Though no person was killed, report indicates that some people were heavily injured during the shooting that lasted some time, including some policemen and cult members. Anambra Police Relations Officer Ikenga Tochukwu confirmed the incident but said no policeman was injured, adding that the situation has been brought under control. Report has it that no fewer than 15 persons have been arrested following the gun duel between security operatives and gunmen. The British High Commissioner to Nigeria, Ms. Catherine Leng, says the United Kingdom is encouraging institutions and facilities in possession of the Benin artifacts to return them to Nigeria. Leng made this known today in Abuja during her guest appearance at a news forum, stating that the UK government had facilitated the return of many of the artifacts. She explained that the UK is also in talks with Nigerian authorities on how they could reach an agreement to protect the Benin bronzes. An Islamic cleric, Sheikh Dhikrullah Shafi'u, has advised all parents to train their children in the way of Almighty Allah, run away from sin, and be steadfast in faith. Sheikh Shafi'u gave these advice at the graduation ceremony of Fawzul Azim Islamiyya Arabic and Memorization. Omotayo Adebodo now completes the story.
It was celebration gala at the first graduation ceremony of the Fazul Azim Islamiyya Arabic and Memorization School, where 6 students of the Arabic school completed the memorization of the Holy Quran. In a sermon, the Mufti Conference of Islamic Organization, Sheikh Dhikrullah Shafi, congratulated the entire students for their endurance during the training. He beckoned on them all to desist from sin and believe in the Holy Quran. He also called on parents to support them and believe in them so as to bring out the confidence in all of the students. Earlier in his address of welcome, the proprietor of the school, who doubles as the chief imam of Oladejo Memorial Central Mosque, Oshogbo, Imam Abdulgani Shitu, said the goal of the school is to bring out the ability of their students to memorize the Holy Quran in the shortest duration possible while ensuring long-term retention, adding that to memorization of the Holy Quran. The school provides opportunity for their students to have a background of various genres of Islamic knowledge, a balanced lifestyle, and various programs to give them unique and sound knowledge of Islamic settings.
For them to memorize this Al-Quran is a great pleasure for us and in their life too. And they are going to have a great reward from Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by reciting this Al-Quran, even listening to it, and even thinking about the words and the meaning of Almighty Al-Quran Al-Kareem.
One of the graduating students who spoke with OSBC News, Abdulgani Abdullahi, expressed deep gratitude to Almighty Allah for the opportunity while also highlighting the challenges he faced memorizing the Holy Quran.
The meaning of those things I memorize, I derive from it, the way of life, the way I can live my life, the way I can do everything in my life, all the entire affair of my life. So I've been doing that. When I memorize the Quran, I saw that Quran is a big thing, a very big thing, that when I memorize it, I saw that this book is a divine book.
The event featured Quranic recitation and climaxed with the presentation of certificates to all graduating students. The first graduation of Fazul Azim Islamiyya had in attendance dignitaries from within and outside of the state, Islamic clerics and scholars, parents and well-wishers. Omotayo Adebodo, OSBC News.
The Owaoji of Imesile, Oba Enoch Akiemi Oyoyo II, has implored the sons and daughters of the town, home and in the diaspora, not to relent in the development of the town as the collective responsibilities his government alone cannot do it all. The monarch who gave the charge at the 2022 Imesile Day celebration appreciated the people for their immense support for the throne at all times. Here are details of the celebration.
Imesile, a city set on a hill and cannot be hid, was agog with activities as the sons and daughters of the town, as well as dignitaries from all walks of life, converged on the Palace Square for the 2022 Imesile Day celebration. In his address at the event, the Owa Oye of Imesile, Oba Enoch Ademola Akinyemi, who was flanked by the Owa Loko of Iloko Ijesha, Oba Akim Olushayo Ogungbagbe, was full of appreciation to the people for their immense contributions to the progress of the town. He, however, maintained that more still needs to be done as he appealed to all to join the train of development, adding that government alone cannot do it all.
The message is clear and simple, that we should all tighten our belts and do whatever we want, we can achieve it. We don't leave everything to the government to do for us. We as ourselves should carry on with the job and get it done.
While delivering his speech, chairman of Imesile Day celebration, Sir David Fadairo, said one of the ways of achieving the dreams of the founding fathers of Imesile is to identify the promising youth in the town and invest in them, adding that any society that neglects its youth has mortgaged its future.
Can we achieve our dream? Yes, we can.
Also speaking, the chief guest of honor, Honorable Adeyemi Irekandru, implored the people to maintain the peace and unity existing in the town, even as the general election approaches, noting that no election is worth the blood of anyone.
And I will also encourage them that they should be peaceful in everything that they are doing. Election is not worth the blood of anybody.
In their separate remarks, the national president of Imesile Progressive Association, Engineer Oluseyi Adeniyi, and the chairman planning committee, Comrade Bisi Olaniyan, said the town is blessed with prominent people who have distinguished themselves in all fields of endeavors all over the world, calling on them to come home and join the winning train by investing in Imesile for the progress of the town.
You must come to assist so that the town will be conducive for all of us to live in, and we shall grow together.
Willing investors who may wish to invest and establish in the town to come home without further delay.
The 2022 Imesile Day celebration climaxed with a fundraising of 100 million naira for the development of the town. Oluchi Amuda, OSBC News.
A national health awareness campaign tagged Health Initiative for Rural Dwellers, organized by the NYSC Osun State Office, holds tomorrow at the Palace of Alawo of Awo in Egbedo, local government area of the state. A statement by the Alawo of Awo Oba Abdulrazak Ajibade Abioye III indicates that the program will, among other things, involve a sensitization lecture on health, as well as treatment of both young and old residents of Awo community and other neighboring communities, free of charge. The royal father therefore urges the residents of Awu and its environs to come and benefit from the health awareness program which holds in the morning. And I welcome you to Sunday Extra Proper. In this Sunday Extra report, Governor's Office correspondent Soya Onoride reviews milestone achievements recorded by Governor Adegboyega Oyetola in the just concluded week regarding infrastructural development designed to impact positively on the lives of the people as well as boosting the economy of Osun State. Sit back and enjoy the menu has been served by Soya.
Osogbo, the Osun State capital, witnessed another milestone infrastructural development as Governor Adegboyega Oyetola commissioned an ultra-modern shopping complex at Old Garage area of the town. Speaking on the 168 lock-up new Omoluabi shopping complex, Governor Oyetola noted that the project is in line with the vision of his administration in empowering people, creating job opportunity, and boosting entrepreneurial skills in the state. The governor disclosed that over 2 billion naira have been injected in various social interventions for the citizenry as well as infrastructural developments across the state in boosting the economy.
We have been faithful to this people-oriented policy, extending great facilities to the people, especially women and youth, collaborating with federal government and other partners to provide social investment to people, building the entrepreneurial skills of the youth, and give them monetary and other devices to start small-scale businesses and give agricultural implement for farmers to increase their produce. So far, we have injected well over 2 billion through consumable credit agency to support our businesses, both men and women.
In their separate remarks, the State Commissioner for Finance, Mr. Bola Oyebanji, as well as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Omoluabi Holdings Company Nigeria Limited, Dr. Tunde Faleye, lauded Governor Oyetola for his immense contribution and unwavering support morally and financially in making the project a reality, adding that the project will go a long way in boosting the economy of the state.
It's an achievement and it's a great one. And I want each and every one of us to clap and stand up and clap for this governor, please. Wonderful achievement. Mr. Governor, we did not owe our bank a single kobo as of today. And it gladdens my heart that the dynamic that we used to establish and build this shop is a dynamic that you establish and you give to us from day one when we consume this idea. We want to tell you that we appreciate you for that leadership role. I want to pray especially for the subscribers that we make good in this shop and offices.
Tenure of office, the totality of the credit for the completion and the construction of this gigantic project goes to our visionary and ever supportive governor of the state of Osun, Alhaji Oyetola. I was thinking you will clap more than that. We have reason for coming together today. But the reason for us coming together today is because we want to commission this project. And I'm here telling you now that this project wouldn't have been possible laying your lumber if not for the support of the governor. I was thinking you will clap more than that.
High point of the occasion was the official commissioning of the project by Governor Adeboye Oyetola when Olaya Flyover project was conceived in February 2021 by Governor Adeboye Oyetola in preventing incessant road accidents. Many critics dismiss it as mere fantasy, iconic flyover which opened to traffic in February 2022 and eventually commissioned by the Ondo State Governor Arakunrin Rotimi Akeredolu. Governor Akeredolu, who enthused that he is particularly overwhelmed with joy to partake in the historical event, noted that as someone who is familiar with Osun State and Osogbo in particular, Governor Oyetola has imprinted his mark on the sand of time by transforming the lives of the citizenry in all ramifications across the state of Osun.
I thank you for your gratitude, and I want to thank you for the way you have managed the affairs of this state. You have done incredibly well.
Governor Oyetola said that the completion of the project is another demonstration by the administration on the premium it places on security and economy of the state, as well as in fulfillment of campaign promises. The governor noted that the flyover would ease the growing traffic, eliminate untimely death, as well as ensuring security of lives of the people. Governor Oyetola also noted that infrastructural development and economy are interwoven and that it is relentless in fixing the infrastructural deficit of the state in boosting the economy.
Fixing our state's infrastructural deficit is a critical item on our government agenda. This is because no government can truly succeed without adequate infrastructure to make life easy for residents and businesses. This organization accounts for why we are giving the mass spread of the structure development upon the state to stimulate development in line with the development agenda.
In his remark, the State Commissioner for Works and Transport, Engineer Remi Omowaye, submitted that the Olaya flyover has put paid to calamitous experience as a result of numerous road accidents as well as traffic gridlock on the route, just as the Special Advisor to the Governor on Works and Transport, Engineer Olatoke Olaniyan, said that the completion of the project has transformed the economy of the state remarkably.
People did not believe us. It was like a magic. But we thank God that within a year, we finished it. I will seek the guidance of His Excellencies.
This project started about 2 years or so ago. And when we started, there were cynics that did not believe that it could happen. Some people even felt that, oh, we were just embarking on the project to attract attention to ourselves, that we did not really intend to complete the project, particularly when we gave the people of Osun State a 9-month completion timeline. But to the glory of God, we completed this project in 11 months.
Goodwill messages delivered by various stakeholders, including former Deputy Governor Otumba Grace Titilayo Laoye Ponle, the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Right Honourable Timothy Owueye, the State Chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Prince Gboyega Famodun Alayemore of Ido Osun, Oba Aderemi Adedapo, the representative of Ataoja of Osogbo, Alhaji Sulaiman Olanipekun, extolled Governor Oyetola for the execution of Olaya flyover project that has eliminated blood, tears and sorrow at the entry and exit point to Osogbo, the state capital. High point of the occasion was the official commissioning of the iconic flyover by the Ondo State Governor Arakunrin Rotimi Akeredolu, as well as the inspection tour of the project. The colorful event had in attendance high-profile personalities from across Osun and Ondo State, including the Deputy Governor, Mr. Benedict Alabi, the Chief Judge of the State of Osun, Honourable Justice Oyebola Adepele Ojo, Secretary to the State Government, Prince Wole Oyebamiji, among others. For Sunday Extra, Sanya Onorinde reporting.
And that's how far we can go on today's edition of Sunday Extra for the week. Make it a date with us next week for another interesting package. It's a special thanks to Sunday Extra crew, including the Secretariat Assistant Olukemi Olufemi and the Audio Officer Fumi Ajodo. Not forgetting the contributions of Nathaniel Ujegoki, as well as the interns who have given the needed assistance on the sidelines, which include Ibrahim Rosak, Adedayo Adebisi, and Rukaya Tomidiro. On behalf of the executive producer, Abimbola Babatude, and my producer for today's package, Latif Agbola, I remain yours sincerely, Olushayo Babatude, saying you will win this week. Good evening.